guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lisa and this is Return to Love. So if you have seen my previous video, we talk about prenatal depression. That is depression that somebody can experience during pregnancy and even afterwards, but especially during pregnancy. Prenatal depression is the depression that, of course, affects the mother and the baby. But although many women go through this, it is often gone unnoticed. There are a lot of women who have prenatal depression during their pregnancy, and their doctor and they themselves maybe don't even realize it. So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the reason why that may be so. Now, you definitely have to keep in mind that the main reason is the fact that a lot of the symptoms of prenatal depression are very similar to regular pregnancy symptoms. So you can see why it might be a little bit difficult to determine which is which. So we're going to look at 4 examples of symptoms that can both fall under the category of prenatal depression and also just general pregnancy symptoms. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. The first symptom is changes in energy levels. So when you're pregnant, you can have very low energy. You can possibly be very tired a lot of the times. Regular things that you would do in your daily activities might be a lot more tedious for you, and you might feel like you lack the energy to do the regular daily activities. So this is a pregnancy symptom, but this can also fall under prenatal depression. Somebody who suffers from prenatal depression is likely to also have very low energy levels. So that is symptom number 1. Symptom number 2 ties right into symptom number 1, and that is changes in sleep pattern. So it kind of ties into low energy levels, but changes in your sleep pattern can go both ways. You either sleep a lot more or you have a hard time sleeping, like insomnia. And so this can happen during pregnancy, especially in the first trimester. Many women report that they have a change in their sleep pattern. It tends to lean more towards the wanting to sleep more than the insomnia, but it can really go both ways. Or in the second trimester, you can have a lot more insomnia, and these symptoms can also fall under the category prenatal depression. People with prenatal depression also report these symptoms. So that is symptom number 2. Symptom number 3 is a change in appetite. Just like symptom number 2, this can go both ways, either an extreme increase of appetite or a decrease in appetite. So an increase in appetite, you eat more, you have more cravings. It's like you're eating for 2, but on the extreme, like me, I was eating for 10. And I had an extreme increase in appetite. And there are people who have a decrease in appetite, that they have a lot of food aversions. They don't really feel like eating. They might be very nauseous, vomiting, or sick in other ways, and have a decrease in appetite even though they're pregnant. So these are regular pregnancy symptoms for some, but they can also fall under the category of somebody who suffers from prenatal depression, that they either eat more because they're depressed or they eat less because they're depressed. So that is symptom number 3. Symptom number 4 is a change in your libido. So you might experience as a woman, as a pregnant woman, you may experience that you have a higher libido, and some may experience that they have a lower libido. They can't even stand the scent of their spouse. They can't even, they don't want to even be around him, So it can go both ways as well, and this can also happen when you're depressed. And when you have prenatal depression, this can also be a case that you either lack a sex drive or you have an extremely high sex drive, if that makes any sense. So let's get right into the next symptom. Symptom number 5 would be mood swings. Yes, this is so hard to detect, of course, because again, it falls in both categories. When you're pregnant, you can have massive mood swings. This might not be the case for everyone. I know I was very moody Before I even knew I was pregnant, I was so moody. I didn't know why I was so rude. I felt so embarrassed all the time. I remember going out with my mom and two elderly people, and then, they were doing shopping, they were checking out clothes and stuff. And I was just starving, and I was so rude about it. I didn't even care to go in the shops with them. I was just standing outside. I was so moody until I got food, and yeah, that's unfortunate to have mood swings during pregnancy, but this can be a regular pregnancy symptom. But of course, also somebody who is severely depressed or is going through perinatal depression can have mood swings. They feel up, they feel down, they feel happy, they feel sad. It's just a roller coaster of emotions, and this can, of course, be hard to detect because some might just say, oh, she's pregnant, that's why she feels this way, or that's why she's so moody. But it can also be something deeper, like a deeper issue like prenatal depression. So those were the 5 symptoms of why your prenatal depression may have gone unnoticed by your health practitioner, or that even you may not have realized that there may be some things that you have to look into. So in conclusion, it may be challenging to distinguish between regular pregnancy symptoms and prenatal depression, but it is still possible and definitely something that every woman should do. If you're feeling excessively sad or constantly overwhelmed, crying a lot more than usual, and stuff like that, look into it, talk to somebody. Also ask your spouse or your partner some feedback about how they experience you. Journaling may be a helpful tool to see and to read back and see, okay, this is how I was feeling. Are there only negative emotions? Am I not enjoying this pregnancy? And this way you can also kind of self-reflect on whether or not you think these are regular. There's unfortunately still a stigma around prenatal depression and depression on a whole. So it is really our responsibility to also check on ourselves and to let our family and friends know that we might need help or that we're overwhelmed. And that's why we also need a really stable community of people who a support system that can recognize some of the symptoms. So my last tip would be definitely check out other symptoms of prenatal depression that do not fall under the category of pregnancy hormones or pregnancy regular symptoms, so that you can recognize that apart from the overlapping symptoms that you might also fall under the category of other symptoms of prenatal depression. And that way you can know that this is something that you should take to your healthcare practitioner, your doctor, or somebody who can help you. Okay, so that was it for today's video. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or ideas for other videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.